Okay, everybody. This is the highly anticipated part 2 of week 1 of the Kronjack Random FFA Tournament. This will be games 7 through 11. We will conclude week 1 before moving on to week 2. So here we go. This is game number 7 on Cages, Training Grounds, Last Man on the Hill. Here we go. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what Cages stands for. I assume it relates to these rockets somehow, or these robots somehow, but yeah, hold on a second. Let me get all this. Okay, so this is a free-for-all game except for Killer King and Spy, who are a team, Baron and Kronjack, who are a team. Look at that, we got a rocket. Now that definitely is a marathon rocket launcher sound. I mean, these could be the marathon units, maybe. Oh, somebody just got eliminated. Stalin left. Thor is eliminated. Sorry, I missed that. Okay, we've got a rocket barrage. Oh yeah, that's different. These are definitely marathon sounds. Killer King seems to be sandwiched here by Groove and Spy. They're really just kind of... Oh, now they're teaming up on Groove. I mean, can't really hate a guy for trying to kill Groove.
5 minutes
and Killer King shooting his rockets into the wilderness over here. Oh, Killer King and Spy are actually a team, so I was thrown off by this red and then the pink uniforms, but okay, now we have Kronjack Overdose going at it here with Walter White in the background. So Kronjack's going to annihilate one of my guys trying to run for safety, it looks like. Meanwhile, over at the hill, one of my guys is tagging the flag, but it is a ill-advised flag run. Oh, and my guy's going to get exploded. So we have Gecko, C. Doug, Walter White, Scratch. Oh, someone just got eliminated. Oh yeah, I think I blew up Kronjack. But, yeah, a lot of going on in the middle here.
They killed Bob!
Okay, they killed Bob. Definitely a marathon sound. So it looks like it is a... Oh, someone's going to get shot from behind. Oh, yep, me. Classic tactics. Spy's going to get annihilated by Gecko, it looks like. So it's 2 versus 2 versus 1 right now. Spy is going to annihilate. Who is that? C. Doug, I think. We're in close quarters combat.
Player eliminated.
So I think what happened is I got Gecko, and then either Killer King or Spy got me, and that ends the game. So, ooh, I see some negative damage there from Sanglane. I don't know if he exploded himself. Groove, negative 11 damage. Not sure what the issue was there, but it looks like Spy didn't have any issues whatsoever. 6 kills, 38 damage. Great job by him. Goldsbane, I think, actually got... Oh, wait, Kronjack got 2nd place. Obelix with 27. Goldsbane, 4th place with 26 damage. Still a good performance. And it's actually... very interesting that he got 26 damage and 0 kills. So maybe Spy was poaching some of his kills. I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, very interesting. You know, it's always a fun time when rocket launchers are involved, and it seemed like, you know, there was basically no cooldown for the rockets, and you know, it was really more of an elevation game. Um, and I would say that, um, you know, being on the top of a hill isn't necessarily a good thing because, you know, your rockets only go straight. So if someone's charging you, they could shoot at your feet and hit you, but you're just shooting straight into the atmosphere, and it's not really going to hit anybody. So I don't know. There's definitely a lot of terrain factors in this game, but yeah, nice throwback to Marathon. Again, I don't know if these Cage's troopers are supposed to be robots or what the lore is here, because, you know, I remember the Bob soldiers either having pistols, or I think in Marathon 2 they had the fusion pistol. I don't remember any Bobs having rocket launchers. I don't know what this is.
Game
if it's
over.
Meant to be Marathon lore accurate or not. But yeah, and for that matter, I don't even remember robots being in the game, except for those cyborg guys. Anyway, that's enough Marathon talk. Here we go. Body count, a Watery Massacre. Alright, so we have Thor with Killer King, Kronjack and Groove, Baron with Walter White and Spy, Senglain with Obelix and Scratch, Goldsbane with Gecko and Overdose. So this is body count, of course. Probably going to be a fight for the middle, like it always is. This seems to be the worst spot because there's all this dark water here that you're going to have to divide your army, and then it kind of loops around, so you either have to go this way or through this island. And Killer King seems to be going the wrong way, unless they're trying to go north. I'm not sure if that's something they communicated, but they're going to run into this curved deep water kind of deal instead of going here. Anyway, it seems like, ooh, Baron going for the max whites. Love to see it. I don't know if Baron's even going to consider healing the whites, if he's just going to go for it. He has 6 whites and 3 golds, so it looks like he's having maybe, or 4 golds rather, maybe a combo, sinking the whites and plus, I don't know what his strategy is. Down here, Senglain healed a couple of whites. The orange team, again, healing a couple of whites, but none of the whites. There's still some pus here, so I'm not sure if it's been communicated that there's some pus available. I do see a Zerk rush here from Scratch. Very aggressive out the gate. Going for those all-important body count points. Meanwhile, yes, the Killer King team here, I really think this is a bad idea. They're just walking through this deep water. I think they should have rerouted to this southern area and kind of funneled through here to the middle, even though I don't know if they would have run into anybody. Goldsbane, I'm not sure if he sees that they're getting pinched here. Senglain's team is sort of lining up, and Baron's team is actually split. Not sure what the purpose is there. So we got an interesting scenario where Senglain and Goldsbane's teams are sort of trapped. Or you can make the argument that Killer King's team, Thor's team is actually trapped. Nice pus there from Gecko to get that dwarf. But the archers are not shooting. Okay, there we go. And now it is a question of who's going to rush whom. Baron with no archers except this one guy here. All of Olivier is going to get sliced up. Yeah, the archers are getting slaughtered down south. However, Groove is doing well with his archers. Oh, that is a devastating pus there. And I don't know if these Zerks... Oh, we have a... Oh, what a throw by Overdose, blowing up his own dwarves. And that's probably going to do it for the orange team. Meanwhile, down south we have... Who is this? Scratch chasing down enemy journeyman. And it seems like this trap that Walter White and Spy may have been trying to do, you know, sort of luring up a group of Zerks up the middle and then surrounding them. It may be work. Oh, that's a bad pus right there from Walter White. But yeah, it did trap those Scratch Berserks to an extent, but it did come at a cost. Not to mention Walter White pussing himself. Now it seems like archers, I think, really may come into play here, because we have, who is this, Groove, accumulating those damage points by shooting the Zerks, and now the dwarves are in position to offer some protection to the archers. So yeah, I think, oh, nice pus there from Sanglain. Sanglain needs to follow it up by shooting the dwarves. And it doesn't look like he's gonna... Oh, he does... The dwarf does walk into the fire. We do have a Killer King Zerk causing some havoc on the archers. He is slicing all the archers. Oh, nice pus there from Walter White. He's gonna get all of those kills. However, I think I would have liked to have seen it, you know, maybe on these guys instead of just one Zerk and one archer or whatever that was. Nice throw there. Spy probably needs to suicide himself. There it is. Nice suicide throw from Spy. And it looks like this is turning into a slaughterfest here. I think most of the archers are down, so it is now just a Zerk fight, where I believe it looks like Spy and Walter White have the advantage on that front, but Team Thor 311 does have a over 100 point lead over Team Baron, so it'll be difficult for them to catch up, especially when there's 15 and 9% respectively. Oh, we see a white. Are we going to get something? Okay, there it is. Now, I don't know, you know, because a white is what, -6 points or something? I don't know if that white did 6 points of damage, so that it might actually be a net loss in damage for Team Baron. But here we go. These are the last units for Rangers FC, and it's Walter White and Spy's Berserks that are going to slice these guys to bits, and that will end the game.
Eliminated.
And there you go. So, kind of an interesting game. I mean, I thought Thor 311, they were in the worst position, but they actually turned it around by putting their entire army here and sandwiching Goldsbane's team between them and Sanglain's team. Baron, I don't know what they were doing strategically, but because there was no presence coming from the north to put pressure on Baron's team, they were able to, you know, focus on Sanglain's team and that sort of thing. And so, despite it being a four corners map, Sanglain and Goldsbane ended up being pinched somehow, and I think a lot of it had to do with this deep water. But yeah, there you go. Body count on a Watery Massacre.
Game over.
Moving on, we have Sleepy Hollow, King of the Map, Heavy Arms. Now I think most mythers will recognize Sleepy Hollow. It's not the most common map, I guess, but it's usually played once a Myth World Cup, I would say. But Heavy Arms, we'll have to check this out. Let's see what it is. Alright, so now we have Team Overdose, Gecko, and Obelix, Killer King, Baron, and Goldsbane, Kronjack and Thor, Sanglane, Stalin, Walter White, Spy, Scratch, and Groove. So by Heavy Arms, it seems like they mean the Dwarven Mortar, Bowman, Poachers, and a Cannon, plus a White. Let's see how everyone else traded. Okay, so Team Sanglane opted for some Warriors. Who is this? Oh, Killer King's team opted for maybe Max Warriors? 11? That's a lot.
Game on.
Yeah, a lot of Warriors I'm seeing here. Whereas Team Overdose went with all artillery. We'll see how useful the all artillery strategy is. Keep in mind this is King of the Map, and however, I will note that there's only 9 flags, and so, you know, my strategy personally was we just try and snag 3 flags and just guard them with the artillery, and we don't really need any taggers, but that could be a terrible strategy, who knows. We see Spy trying on the map here.
Flag
He wants
capture.
a sort of 3-pronged assault kind of deal.
Flag capture.
We see some shots. Oh, that cannon hitting
Flag.
Spy's unit seemingly direct.
capture.
And so what we're learning here is that a direct shot
Flag
from a cannon
capture.
does not kill a warrior.
Capture.
Up here we see a nice shot there from Killer King. Blows up an archer. I don't know how useful the archers are here, so maybe it was a mistake. However, what we just saw here is that an archer can damage a cannon,
Flag lost.
and
Flag
somehow
contested.
the cannon
Flag
didn't really
captured.
damage Obelix's mortar, so I'm not sure what was...
Flag lost.
However, cannons can kill other cannons, as we just saw from an amazing shot there from Groove. And Scratch is going to want to declump his units before this Sanglane... Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, so nice shot there to kill Sanglane's cannon. Sanglane had a nice shot on these warriors here. And then... yeah, the damage from the cannon is very inconsistent, it seems. Let's see if this fisherman is going to be left in peace or if he's going to get blown to smithereens. He might get caught in the crossfire, who knows. Meanwhile, over here, not much going on. Kronjack's team really just camping this one flag here. Here, it is on a very, very steep hill, so I don't see
Flag
anybody
captured.
really trying to fight them. However, it is King of the Map, so they do need to think about getting some other flags.
Flag contested.
Oh, okay, so now a Groove cannon shot is going to blast that mortar on Sanglane's team. I don't know if he was actually controlling it himself or whether it was Walter White or Stalin. A blunderbuss guy,
Contested.
Poacher, is going to get sliced down from a warrior. let's see. My team's kind of spreading around, trying to put pressure on the middle flag. We've got this northern flag and this northeastern flag.
Flag contested.
And Obelik's really focusing on this warrior when he should be focusing on this guy. Okay, there he goes. Okay, now Kronjack is moving his entire group to the middle.
Flag
we'll see what happens. These cannons need to start firing.
5 minutes remaining. Flag captured.
We see a shot. Not much damage being done.
Flag captured.
Like some blood splatter somewhere. Maybe from this warrior? Kronjack sending a warrior after this groove cannon. We'll see if the cannon is fast enough to escape. Nice shot there from Groove.
Flag contested. Flag contested. Flag captured.
And it looks like Spy's team is really spreading out here. They've got the southern flags. They're rotating to this very, very steep hill. Even though it does look like Kronjack's team is mounting a defense here. So I don't know if Spy's team has enough units to keep this push going.
Flag captured.
Yeah, it looks like Kronjack. Oh, what was that? Nice shot there from Spy. Shoots the cannon. The cannon blew up and blew up a poacher. Oh, that guy's going to take a shot to the face, it looked like.
Flag
but yeah, to go back to this poacher shot. So I guess if the cannon gets shot, it explodes when it dies. I'm not sure what the mechanics are for these units. But it looks like the arrows are going to do some damage here. And, you know, Wycliffe getting hit in the face with a cannonball doesn't phase him at all. And the poacher actually does more damage than the cannon, so I'm not sure how that works. But it looks like this cannon is going to lose. Oh, yep. Okay, so the cannon does explode when they die. Something that Scratch probably just figured out. And we have an archer versus poacher. And this poacher's having a tough time.
Flag captured.
Oh, and he's going to take a Thor 311 arrow in the chest. However, the Donaire aficionados really are spreading well across the map. And I think that everyone else is really ignoring game type at this point. I think this is really just a fight for second place at this point. The Misfits and the Soup Club kind of in a tight race with 2 flags and 3 flags. We'll see if they can hold it. Meanwhile, we have Gecko versus an archer.
Flag
doesn't look as though Thor is making much of an effort. You know, if I were an archer, I would try to get inside of the cannons. Oh, no damage whatsoever.
Flag captured.
Yeah, I would be trying to get inside of the cannon's range so that I can fire, but the cannon can't fire.
Flag captured.
Or else Gecko's just going to turn around and blast him. There we go. Yep, Gecko's going to blast him. And so yeah, I think at this point Spy's team has this locked up.
Flag captured.
But it is a pretty close fight for second place here. Kronjack with the numbers advantage.
Flag captured.
But the Misfits with a very slight time advantage. However, time moves in mysterious ways in King of the Map scenarios. So
Flag
especially when
captured.
you have 0 flags. And so I think the Soup Club might actually leapfrog into 2nd place here.
Flag contested. 30 seconds remaining.
And
Flag
indeed they do.
contested.
Ooh, some cannon gets obliterated. Killer King, nice shot there.
Flag captured.
And yeah, I think
Flag captured.
casually killing. Oh, they're going to
Team
leapfrog into
eliminated.
3rd place. So the Misfits really kind of a fall from grace here.
Flag captured.
They just,
Flag contested.
as the British would say, lost the plot, and gave up too many
Game
flags at the end
over.
there, which allowed Kronjack and Killer King's teams to swoop 2nd and 3rd respectively. But the real story is the Donaire aficionados with Spy, Groove, and Scratch really just controlling the South. I think at one point they had 5 flags or something like that. So I think that they really just kind of ran the gamut here. My all artillery trade turned out to be pretty bad. I think if I were to do it again, I would probably cut the archers and just have gone maybe Max Morts, Max Poachers, something like that. So yeah, kind of let the team down there with a bad unit trade. Gecko tried to do what he could to make sure we don't get last, but I think it was really my unit trade that kind of messed it up a bit. It would have been nice to have 6 or 10 warriors, something like that, but yeah, wasn't meant to be. But congratulations to Team Donaire aficionados. Okay, this is game number 10. Assassin on Parking Wars. Free for all. Okay, we got some music going on right off the bat. Let us look at the teams here. We got Gecko, Ghostbane, Overdose and Spy, Walter White, Killer King, Thor, 3 Element, and Bola. Groove, Sanglane, Kronjack, Baron, Obelix, and Scratch. So the assassin target here appears to be Biff, the mechanic, perhaps a reference to the Back to the Future series, where Biff turns out to be a mechanic. Let's see if this is Rube. I don't know if that's a reference to anything. We have Joe, very stereotypical mechanic name, and Butch.
Game.
Okay, so here we go. We have these hatchback units. We have civil tanks, and of course the assassin unit. 4 corner starts. Hard to keep track of every. Oh, there's some kind of an osprey. I don't know why people didn't trade for that. And meanwhile, okay, so let's see what the osprey can do. If I were the osprey, I'd just fly over to the bad guy, or to the assassin target, and just shoot him. Meanwhile, we have my car making a beeline for the assassin target. Is my car going to run him over? No, it isn't going to get there in time. Oh, and we're going to... okay. So the osprey is going to kill the mechanic. I don't know if you guys saw, but I went at Joe full speed in a hatchback, and it probably did more damage to my car than it did to the mechanic. So I'm not sure what that was about. It looks like Walter White is going to get eliminated. Nice shooting there from Scratch. And so it is a Harbingers of Funk versus Point de Cord match here. However, Baron's team can win this game. However, Harbingers of Funk, they're really kind of locked into 3rd place regardless of what happens. rockets and missiles coming down. Yeah, so I don't know what the deal was. I drove at that mechanic at full speed, ran him over. Based on my personal experience, if you hit somebody full speed with a car, they die. But not so much in this case.
Team eliminated.
But there we go. And so, yeah, every team getting a kill except Team Gecko here. And I think it was because of that Osprey unit. I'm not sure if any of the cars or the mechanic himself can even shoot the Osprey. So I don't know how
Game
nobody
over.
else got those units. But yeah, there you go. And here we go. This is now Flag Rally on Parking Wars. And we have Welly with Overdose, Sanglane, and Thor. Killer King, Obelix, and Walter White. Goldsbane, Scratch, Baron, and Groove. Bola, Gecko, Kronjack, and Spy. And so as you can see, these flags, the no parking signs, four flags right across the map. There is this little gap here, which may play an important role, or rather the fact that there is no gap on these outside two flags. Let's see if anybody traded for the Osprey. Nope.
Game on.
Okay, and it looks like Bola did, and Goldsbane. It seems like they know something we don't, because they've got the unit that
Flag captured.
no one else can really hit them.
Flag captured.
Looks like, I don't know what
Flag
number flag this
captured.
is, but it looks like it's going to be heavily contested. We have
Flag
a
captured.
Scratch Kronjack
Flag
car off right.
captured.
Oh, did you see that?
Flag
Bola
captured.
just dropped a bomb. Let's see if he'll drop it. Oh, here he goes again. Okay. Oh, the mechanic can actually heal cars. I didn't know that.
Flag
Oh, Bola's actually going to drop a bomb on his own
Victory
car.
imminent.
Okay, we have Goldsbane's team with victory imminent. I mean, this is chaos. I can't follow everything here. Oh, so actually the civil tank can shoot the Osprey units, and Bola is going to lose. Or actually, no, I think it might have been Goldsbane's Osprey unit. I'm not sure. Yeah, Bola still has his. So maybe the tank unit is the best. Oh, that tank's gonna get destroyed. We see Walter White trying to run over this tank with his car. Oh, and Spy is gonna run over Walter White. Oh, did you see that? Walter White just annihilated a bird. Now the tank is trying to run over. Oh, the Osprey's gonna blow up the mechanic.
Flag captured.
Meanwhile, we have
eliminated.
Sanglane going for glory here.
Imminent.
He can tag this to win it for Team Welly. However, this Gecko mechanic is standing in the way. We'll see if he can get some damage. Does have a rocket. Oh, it's
Team eliminated.
not looking good.
Flag
And
captured.
Sanglane, nice job there, killing that mechanic to get the last tag for Team Welly. So yeah, I mean, Parking Wars, this is a classic. I don't know how many times it's been played, and I certainly know that it's never been broadcast in any way, shape, or form over the last 30 or so years. And so it was an absolute privilege to get this map up on YouTube and show you guys some of the carnage that this map can have. Yeah, there you go. Nice damage there from Bola. I feel like he probably knew how to play this game. And Sanglain, nice damage there with his civil tank. And yeah, parking wars, ladies and gentlemen.
Game over.
Alright, so there you have it. That was week 1 of the 2026 Kronjack Random Free-For-All. I don't know when I'll be able to do week 2. As you can see, there's 10 games. Looking forward to it at a future date. Hopefully I'll try and get some participants, so I'm not talking to myself here. I would love it if anybody were willing to hop on with me and cover these week 2 videos. So if you feel like you fit that description, just reach out to me. Not too hard to find, both in the literal sense and the figurative sense. And so, yeah, I'll see you guys when I cover these week 2 videos.